It's Gary Spain here for Irish Football Fan TV with my 3 talking points after Republic of Ireland 1, Azerbaijan 1. First thing I want to talk about is fans. And it was absolutely glorious. It was great to have fans here. It was great to have fans in the stadium. It was a fantastic atmosphere. It was my first international here since we played Denmark back in November 2019, pre-COVID and everything like that. I know Paul was here for the other home games, and they were pretty soulless. I was at the cup final. I was at the other games as well, and it's not. We need fans at games. We really do, and hopefully that's the end of behind closed doors. I was a bit disappointed at the attendance and the lack of demand for tickets. We were limited to 25,000. There surely was a pent-up demand for tickets to go and watch live football. It was the first chance for our fans really to go and see our national team. I know we had some fans in Hungary, we had some fans in Faro on Wednesday, but the tickets weren't exactly snapped up, and the FAI were still pushing them even as late as this morning. Seemed to be a decent enough attendance. I didn't actually hear an official attendance. I don't think one was announced, but bit of a disappointment for me. I was expecting bigger demand. I thought the 25k would have sold out. Obviously it's great for the fans that anyone who wanted to be here could be here, but if you weren't here, why weren't you here? What do you think? What's your reasons for not going? We used to have massive demand, and is it the results? What is it? And it's the same for Tuesday night. The tickets are still on sale. They're still being pushed. So what's the reason for this? It's a bit of a disappointment for me, and although this result is not going to help ticket sales for Tuesday. So great to have fans back here. Fantastic support from the fans that were here, particularly those in the South Stand in the singing section. They gave superb support. They sang right through the game, particularly when we needed it, when we were a goal down. So great to have fans back, but for me the attendance was a disappointment, and the demand was a disappointment compared to what we saw for the rugby. Couple of internationals here. I couldn't get into the USA game. There's been massive demand for the big GA games as well. I mean, you just can't get a ticket. People are screaming for tickets, and then you have a major World Cup qualifier here, and anyone that wants to go can go, and we can't even fill half the stadium. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Second thing I want to talk about, and we have to talk about it, unfortunately, is the manager's position. It was looking even worse with 3 minutes to go until Shane Duffy rescued that point, but it's 14 games in. We've had some of our worst defeats. Finland at home defeat, Luxembourg at home defeat. We were 3 minutes away from losing to Azerbaijan. We've had one win. There had been some green shoots. And my own view is I would still give the manager till the end of the campaign, but I think any manager deserves a campaign. But it's not looking good. That was not a good performance today. We didn't play well. We started pretty well, but Azerbaijan got on top in the first half and got the goal. Okay, we definitely dominated the second half, but we didn't really open them up. We didn't force that goalkeeper into too many saves, and I thought they looked very vulnerable at the back if we really got at them. And a great goal ball from Josh Cullen and a header from Shane Duffy, but I don't know, Stephen Kenny's got to be under massive pressure. And what are your thoughts? I mean, should he get till the end of the campaign? Should he get longer? I mean, he is. I know there are a lot of pro Stephen Kenny zealots who basically say he should be get 4 or 6 years. That's how long it's going to take. And is it? And can we afford that? And I'd love to know your thoughts. I know this is going to be a very contentious subject because I know there are people who've been saying he should be gone by now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know it's going to dominate the debate for the next few days, and certainly at least until Tuesday night, and see how that goes. The third thing I want to talk about is the style of play, and and I mean it's related to the last thing, but yeah, okay. Stephen Kenny is definitely trying to implement a totally new style of play, the style of football that we haven't played before. And people saying, yeah, he should be given time, but should we be? I mean, do we actually need to implement that style of play? Because we're trying to play a style of football to compete, okay, with the Portugals, etc., and trying to play a much more passing game and moving away from our traditional style of football. And certainly it is more pleasing on the eye, and it is better to watch. But is it effective, and is it what we should be doing? And I'm not so sure. Short term definitely is not the answer. Long term maybe it is. Maybe that's what we need to be doing, and bringing on players and doing this for the years to come, and to play like that. But do we lose too much by that? Do we lose too much of what makes us Irish, with our whole up and at 'em attitude, getting at them, really playing with, I don't know, I don't want to say pride in the jersey, because these players clearly have plenty of pride and plenty of commitment, and I mean they were superb on Wednesday in Faro, but it just didn't work today, and it hasn't worked in too many games. And should we be trying to do it? And I'm not so sure anymore. I mean, it sounds brilliant, and yeah, I'd love to see Ireland pass the ball like Pep Guardiola's Man City or his Barcelona used to do, and to really compete on a level playing field with the way that the Dutch play, the Spanish, the French, and even if we can't play as well as they can, but to try and compete with that style of play. But are we always going to lose then? And then when we come up against those teams, are we going to lose? And then when we come up against the weaker sides, are we able to just put them away? And what are your thoughts? Maybe there's a debate there. Should we be changing the style of play? So I know it's related to the second one. So there's my 3 talking points. Fans, great to have fans back, but I wish there was more demand for tickets. We have to talk about the manager's position. And then style of play. Should we be even going with this style of play at all? Love to know your thoughts, and take it from there.